Yo, what's up, world? Welcome to another episode, another week of Beer with the Boys. I'm your captain speaking, the enforcer here, the butcher's here. We're here to have a good time. WrestleMania weekend, ROH weekend, MLW weekend. It's everybody's fucking weekend. What we on tonight, y'all?
What we on is we're gonna be talking about some of the best and or worst main event in WrestleMania history.
But first, can we get a two sweet? Can we get a two?
I'll give you a two sweet.
This dude.
Oh yeah, we do this now. We don't do this. We this. we this.
Not before we talk about that. This we went too far with this bloodline. This. I think we went too far. We cracked the rest of
It's funny because people are never gonna know what the bloodline is. It is gonna stay a secret till one day somebody asks us, "Hey, what's this whole bloodline situation?" And when you sent the T-shirt, I'm like, "Damn, they went way back."
It's a tight shirt. I feel like the entire bloodline needs to be up there. I think the shirt as is fire.
I understand why you put Rikishi and you put Umaga, but you still missing some people, bro.
You are.
Yeah, Yokozuna, Rosie,
Haku.
Yeah, you missing some people.
Like I said, the shirt is dope. The shirt
and then you got to don't forget about the women themselves, because if you really want to talk about bloodline, you got to add Naya, you got to add Tamina. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You know, eventually you're gonna have to add in Little Miss Johnson.
They said that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people on that one shirt. You want to put some names on the back, on the mentions.
Oh yeah.
I won't even. Well, let's see. That's it though. Don't do the honorable mention. That's disrespectful. If you're gonna have a bloodline there, you show the actual bloodline. If the actual bloodline is everybody in the bloodline, then put them up there.
Yeah, I understand, but like, how much? If you're talking about all the people we're talking about on this shirt, like, how many?
It's not that many.
We just named like 10 people.
We really didn't.
So we got.
It's more than 10 people.
Umaga, Rikishi.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. The only person that's gonna have a big face up there is The Rock, and
Roman,
and The Rock and Roman. So everybody else can have small faces. Just saying. I've seen Marvel shirts. with whole 50 plus characters on it. It'd be all right. It'll be all right.
Yeah, he got a point. He got a point.
Right. I can't dispute it. I can't. Because I have one of those Marvel shirts.
The Royal Rumble flyers have more people. Yeah,
that's a flyer though. I could have said a flyer, but a shirt.
So, I seen the flyers on the shirt. It'd be all right.
But it's gonna go.
No, this man got no respect. I would say no respect. This man right here is just a savage.
I don't have no respect for the lazy work. Like I said, it'd be all right. Everybody gets it. You know what I'm saying? Respect the bloodline. Just respect the whole bloodline. Like, don't. If you got, man, if you
talk about respect the bloodline, you might as well go ahead and put Soul Man Rocky Johnson on there.
Got to.
No, you could, but no.
Okay.
I'm keeping it real. He's not bloodline. He's married to the bloodline.
I feel like we're gonna have to have a bloodline episode in the future.
We're gonna talk about what they're gonna talk about.
Put Miss My V up there. Other than that, there's nobody else in the bloodline.
That's facts. That's
no, and there's no disrespect to Rocky Johnson. He's not bloodline at all.
Yeah, that's true. That's factual. Can't argue that.
He's not bloodline.
So it's WrestleMania weekend, guys.
Just giving you an update. Brian Cage is now Ring of Honor. He is signed with Tully Blanchard, and he's having his match right now.
Good for him.
I knew he wasn't gonna go to no WWE. He was saying, "Oh, he's going." No, he's not.
Yeah, he's going to. He's in Ring of Honor now, so that's another signee. Oh, by the way, for people that do not know, I am watching the Ring of Honor Supercard. So throughout this podcast, I will be giving updates here and there.
Bet. So WrestleMania moments. One of my favorite moments in WrestleMania history is like Was it the TLC match they did? Was it the first Wrestle? Not that's not this one. It's SummerSlam, the one they did at WrestleMania. The one where Jeff got speared off the.
I was just watching that too.
That's the actual TLC match. That wasn't.
That's the first ever TLC match.
Then what's the one?
But hold on, was that at WrestleMania?
Yes, it was at WrestleMania because they did one at WrestleMania and then they did one at SummerSlam, and then they did one on SmackDown.
When Jeff got speared off that ladder, people thought he was gone. We
You want to talk about half a spot that go horribly wrong? If
one more foot, his neck would have been turned to dust.
Oh yeah.
One more foot. He landed on his shoulders, but if he had another foot of a drop, he would have been on his neck.
I felt bad. Like him and Ed both could have been completely paralyzed from neck down. Because you can think about Edge.
Edge landed on his knees though.
He had the safer landing.
He had a safer landing, but he really could have hurt himself too. Even though he landed kind of like on the lower half of his knees, those things could have still been driven into his sternum. Mm-hmm. And you know that sternum shot could take you out. See what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of different things that. Yeah.
And then Bubba, and then another spot that was scary was Bubba and Matt when they were at the top.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Was that the atomic drop one?
No, that was when Bubba and Matt were.
We did the Bubba bomb off the.
And then was it Christian that pushed him?
Oh, that one. Oh yeah, when they went through the tables.
Yeah, when they went to the tables.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm not taking that spot.
I remember that. Was it? Hold on. There's so many different table matches. Wasn't this one where the table was stacked on another table?
Yeah. It was on the outside of the ring. So it went from the inside to the outside.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Spot.
That was crazy. I was thinking about the time when Bubba did the Bubba bomb off the ladder.
Oh, I remember that.
I'm like, ooh, somebody balls.
Talk about your goodbye tailbone.
Yeah, tailbone. If the ball slipped, my God.
It didn't cross my brain until somebody was doing a review of it. But is the worst WrestleMania match the McMahon one?
What was Hogan?
The one. So there's two. There's the Shane versus Vince Mania match, and then there's the one where each McMahon had a representative for the.
I think the one McMahon every corner was pretty good. I got to go back and watch that, but there's not a good Vince McMahon match. There's never been a good.
The Vince and Hogan wasn't terrible.
Was that at Mania?
That was at Mania.
Okay.
That was a bloody match. Shane came in after the match was over. I think Hogan won. I forget how he won though.
Like the one with the leg drop, like you always do.
Yeah, that trash leg drop. Yeah, it was trash. It was a trash.
Let's just be real. If it was a Hogan match,
was already out. But Vince was already out, right? Oh, Roddy Piper came in, hit him with the pipe. Hit Hogan with the pipe. Hogan went down. Rowdy left, but then I think McMahon got the best of. I forget what he did to get over on him, but he got over on him, and then they started. Hulk Hogan started doing his thing. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Okay,
we'll let you know when we can hear you.
So he started doing this thing, then hit with the you, and then blah 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 blah, and then Vince was out, and then he laid that trash leg drop, and Vince didn't even move, which irritates me because you know how you got to sell it. He just laid there, and I'm like, this is trash. I will never ever praise Hulk Hogan for his finisher, ever.
It was original, bro.
It was original trash, bro. Do a pump handle or something.
Yeah, the leg drop. I mean, unless you're Nia Jax and you're coming down with some force.
No, that Nia Jax leg drop was some trash, bro. It looked like she's sliding. It looked like she's sliding in midair.
I understand, but the reason that Nia's is better is because Nia doesn't bend her knee to cover somebody's neck. Like when Hulk Hogan did it, you can literally see the space between his elbow, his knee, and the man's neck. Like you can see through it.
Nia hit you, it's all leg and thigh. Like
Vince probably didn't even know. Vince probably didn't even know he did it until it was over with because his eyes were probably closed. That's how much separation I can see between it. Nia will come down here with a whole fire wing with a turkey drum.
Leg and thigh like a bucket of Popeye.
like you didn't move for no reason. That thing hit that chest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference.
But can we also talk about how, like, what was that? Was that WrestleMania 17 that almost didn't happen with the cable getting run over?
Oh, who ran over the cable? Who ran over the cable?
It was the hardcore match between was it Raven, Kane, and
I remember that.
Raven ran over the cable that was the main feed camera. So we almost didn't have a WrestleMania that year.
Let me tell you. If that would have happened, talk about getting fired.
You will literally never working this town again.
You get fired in the match. He don't give a fuck.
He getting fired mid-match. Like, yo. You know how that's Raven? You fired. Get your things. Don't even bother coming in to work tomorrow. You're fired.
Like that was one of the moments. Then it's just like when I think of Mania, I think about like trying to lead the crowd happy. When I think about a happy crowd, I just think about WrestleMania 20. Because that was one of those feel-good moments for both the baby faces of that time.
Besides the Benoit and Eddie, the return of the Undertaker was just crazy. Because I wasn't watching WrestleMania, baby. I went asking my mom about it on WrestleMania. Just the build of seeing the countdown, Kane in the ring. You said the countdown to see who everybody Taker's beat, and that was dope. Then when he came back.
Yeah, that promo, that's still one of my favorite promos, is the him counting the wins.
Yes, I'm like, and back then, I don't think we paid attention to the streak. It wasn't important. It didn't become important until like years after, but like that
they was counting down. I was watching when I was watching WrestleMania 19, he was at 10.
Yeah, that's when he beat Flair.
He was at 10-0. And that's what I was concerned. So they were
beat Flair, right?
No, when he was at 10 wins, I guess he was about to get 11-0. 11-0 at WrestleMania 19, he was battling handicap Nathan Jones and Big Show.
Because whatever year he beat Flair, he after the match he was like boom, 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 boom. He was counting. I think he was at 8 or 9.
So that had to have been probably 18 or 17, 18.
That was a American Badass sticker though.
Yeah, that was And I'm like. But still,
same thing. At 19, he was the American Badass too.
Okay. But they wasn't like putting like it wasn't a big deal yet. They were like, he's undefeated, never lost. But it didn't become like a big deal to like Edge and
Batista, yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't become a big deal. But like
here's a question for y'all. When did y'all feel that Mania kind of just didn't feel like Mania?
Around 20, whenever NXT came into the main roster.
Ooh.
Shit. And don't get me wrong, I love my black and gold. Don't get me wrong. It's just, and it's not them. It changed.
I'll put it this way: WrestleMania lost its flavor for me. It's like when I stopped. I mean, from the mystique of WrestleMania, for me, I can't speak for y'all, but for me, it was like, after the Taker lost the streak, I'm like, that was like my selling point. Like, who gonna beat this? What's gonna be the beat? What's gonna be the? It's like after that, like,
the selling point.
Yeah, now what? You know what I mean?
But
like,
that's not that wasn't really the selling point though, because if
I mean, for me.
Okay, understandable. What if he doesn't come to WrestleMania? You're not gonna watch WrestleMania? Because he didn't come that year?
I probably would have I still watched it, but I'm like, I found other stuff to like, but like, it was the fact of like, is he gonna lose? Even though we know it's predetermined, but like, is he gonna lose? But like, once that match is over, like, all right, cool. It didn't really matter. It didn't stop.
I mean, shit. I thought they were gonna let Sean be the one to do it.
It was like
he had two opportunities to do it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm on the fence. Like, I think after the what was the winning WrestleMania like? I can't really say. Like WrestleMania's always been good, but it's never been like.
I can tell you when they started going downhill for me.
When
The Rock got introduced.
Damn.
When The Rock introduces what?
When he started doing his WrestleMania, he had his yearly WrestleMania appearance. Now I give you the first one when it was Cena and Rock. I give you them.
Okay.
Because
Fruity Pebbles there. I got it.
That exposed me to the fraud that Cena was as a person.
That's the Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles. I enjoyed that. That next year, I'm like,
why are you back?
Why are you here? And then the year after that, it's like, okay, you're gonna lose to Cena. Cena's gonna get the run back and win. And you have to keep in mind during this time frame, Miz is the champion.
See, when he hosted WrestleMania, that's how I knew WWE was desperate. Like, why y'all need a host for WrestleMania? Like, that was like, that's when they did. That's what Triple H fought Taker. That was a match of like, that was a match of a match. That was a good Taker match right there.
Which one?
When he fought the WrestleMania that the Rock hosted. That's the Rock. That's the one the Undertaker and Triple H fought.
Yeah, that was the revenge for Shawn. Yeah, he was getting his revenge for Shawn.
Then that next year, the end of an era, which that should have been Taker's send off. That should have been it, but they kept bringing him back. Like, bro, he ain't got.
It's not, but it's not their fault. It's not they can't bring it back. It's because Taker didn't want to stop. That's the thing.
But at this time, was he ready to get that hip surgery? And he kept putting it off.
But
he kept putting it off, and he still put it off. He didn't put it. He put it off until the very end, and then he got his
partial
his hip replacement.
He got a partial hip replacement.
Nah, he got the full joint.
He must have just got that. I mean, the first time he got a partial.
Before his last couple of interviews, they talk about he got the whole whatever in his hip or whatever replaced.
Damn.
Yeah, that whole thing, boop, replaced, boop, like type thing. Like they replaced something. But I think that's when he like it was I think he officially retired.
The last Taker match would have been the Boneyard match.
The Boneyard match should have been.
That would have been his last match.
It should have been his last match.
What was his other match after that?
He went to WrestleMania. No,
Super Strong Saudi Arabia.
That's
Sweet
it.
Saudi money.
We ain't gonna talk about that. That's another podcast episode in itself. I can tell you what Tony's least favorite Mania match could be.
What it is?
Bray Wyatt versus Undertaker.
Man, that was the worst match I ever seen in my damn life. That was the worst. Cause you knew Bray was losing because Taker just lost the year before. Like
yeah, you're right. And technically Taker is too old company wise. Company wise, he's like 83. Right?
I thought it was 112.
It could be that too. You know what I'm saying? And you have the nerve to put this guy in with a rising star who has a massive following.
I think my only gripe is it should have been a nighttime match. I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah, because Bray entrance, those scarecrows, they didn't look too appealing to the eye in the daytime.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like if this was at night, that would have been a whole lot better.
Yeah, them lights were a little dim. There wasn't one of the fireflies out there.
Well, the sun was still out when he was coming out.
Exactly. And that is the risk you take when you're dealing with an outside arena, which is fine, but you got to know what you're dealing with.
Now that I sit here and think about it, I think all my least favorite Mania matches are Bray Wyatt matches. Him versus Taker was bad.
Him and Cena was bad.
Wasn't good. The first one too. I'm talking about the one we had like the cockroaches on the ring and shit.
That was ass. That was just, I don't know what they were doing. Then last year's WrestleMania, him and Orton. Like I said, I told Drew was confident that Bray was winning. I said, but bro, think about it. What if Vince McMahon makes him lose? He said, nah, man, Fiend winning. I said, bro, this Vince. What if, I know he gonna win, but what if he loses?
The thing, because where do you go if you lose?
Who?
You go to catering.
Say it one more time for the back.
You go to catering.
The Fiend shouldn't have lost that. I don't care what nobody in the comments say. I don't care what nobody.
No, I agree. The Fiend shouldn't have lost, but it's Undertaker. He's not.
No. I'm talking about him and Randy Orton.
No, we're talking about the Fiend versus Orton.
Oh, okay. All right.
What I think about it is like, and this is just Bray as a character. It's sad seeing this man who can be so mesmerizing on the mic and have these word plays to a different level of his competition. But the words that he's saying does not match what he's doing.
Right?
Who?
Bray Wyatt.
Okay. Yeah, see, in hindsight, I felt like the Fiend. Well, you already know how I feel. I feel like
day one, we said this motherfucker too strong.
They OP'd him out way too early. That's the first thing. Even though it may not have been too early, it just was bad timing for me. Because so you're gonna have Seth Rollins put him in 18 curb stomps.
20 chair shots.
20 chair shots.
Bury him on the chair.
15 curb buckle bombs.
One pedigree.
16. What's that? Step up enziguris.
He buried him under the chairs and then got DQ.
Bury him under chairs, hit him in the face with shovels, and this man gonna still pop up laughing? Nah, bro. Cancel that. This is automatically a terrible match. It's a terrible match. It was a terrible match. It was stupid. When everything went red, they just started doing dumb stuff. It was a terrible match. He even says that was a terrible match. Like I
feel like this
was a bad idea.
The WrestleMania thing. I feel when I heard about the match, I'm like, yeah, this is not going to. But the thing about it was like, I feel the timing for the Fiend came in wrong. I feel like he should have came out as Bray Wyatt, and it should have led up to the Fiend.
Yeah.
So if you look at the Bray Wyatt matches after the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, it was like Bray Wyatt still had the powers of the Fiend where he could kick out of stuff, but not as many times as the Fiend did. I just didn't like how they played them against him like they were two completely different people. Like when Bray had a match, the Fiend never showed up. Like I didn't like.
Well, that was like
how they played that.
That was Blue's Clues Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, that was Firefight, the Funhouse guy.
Funhouse Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, the church sweater. Church vest joint. Yeah. I didn't like what they were doing there.
Like that I feel like that Bray Wyatt shouldn't be wrestling. That Bray Wyatt should just be a mouthpiece. And then the Fiend should be a wrestler.
I agree. I feel like they felt like they had to do that.
Well, to me, it broke the immersion of the whole point of Firefly Funhouse because I felt like that was just something in his head there was something inside the Fiend's head that was his own little world. And when he broke that immersion, he started coming out there wrestling. I'm like, yeah, no, I can't take this shit serious.
But the fact that the Fiend, like going back to a few episodes, I mean, I don't even think we were doing lives like doing these before when we were doing the chats. For him to put the Fiend together with the Man in the Woods, and this is what we got years later, and for it to be what it is, I feel like you can't make a character so strong to the point where you gotta humanize it, make it like you can't be this strong.
Because it's like I think it was you that asked that question. It's like, well, what if this had happened to Taker?
Yeah.
What if one day he come out to Undertaker, next thing he's Mark?
Well, so yeah, you can't do that. That doesn't make sense for characters to have this split personality situation. It's like watching Days of Our Lives when Milena gets taken over by that demon, and all of a sudden her face turns green on random. Like, why is your face green? You got green face paint on, and you just then the next day I'm fine. Like, it's weird. Okay. It doesn't go. And I think I could be wrong about this. But I think this is the first time they've ever had a split personality situation where it's two completely different people.
Yep.
Festus.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else?
Festus. I mean,
If I'm wrong, please let me know.
I know Festus because Festus kind of was dumb, but when he heard the bell, he became a different person.
Okay, understood. But I don't.
But
okay,
I understand what you're
I'll
saying.
take that.
I
I will. Yeah, for me, that was kind of like mind control, mesmerized type situation. As opposed to schizophrenia, like the Bray and Fiend situation, or Alexa
they were
Bliss.
trying to do the same thing with Alexa Bliss, but that shit fell through.
But see, here's my thing. I got you.
I don't even want to talk about Bliss right now. We gotta stay on track.
I know.
Okay. Go ahead.
But so we'll get back to Bray Wyatt another day. I think another bad Mania is just for me. My first Mania was the Shawn Michaels John Cena Mania. I forgot what Mania was. I'm the same one with Batista and Undertaker. There was only one match in that card that I'm like, I could live without this, and that was the Bobby Lashley match. Even though I was a big Bobby fan back in the day, I could have done that.
That's when he's ECW champion, right?
Yeah, he was ECW champion.
He fought Umaga
in a hair versus hair match that involved Donald Trump and
and
Vince McMahon.
That
I could have done without that match.
Yeah, could have done without that match.
That was the stupidest match of all time.
I don't really have a bad WrestleMania match. Well,
I'll say this: when it comes to Mania, there's, I don't know how to describe it, but when I used to watch Takeover with the black and gold, when it was like Finn era, all the ROH guys, Indie, NXT. After those takeovers, you feel exhausted. You're not even watching. You're like, yo, what did I just watch? I ain't felt that about a WrestleMania in a while. I'm like, man, it's like
I haven't felt that way myself since probably Rock versus Cena, Fruity Pebbles.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Now, but my favorite is Rock versus Stone Cold.
Which one? Do you remember? 19.
19.
So the send-off.
Yeah.
Yeah, the send-off. Stone Cold's retirement. 19. That was my favorite one. I think next to that would probably be him versus Hogan, because you already know how I feel about Hogan. So as everybody else does. So,
can we just say, okay, here's a question. Who did Stone Cold give the best stunner to at Mania?
It's gonna always be Vince, because I already know how I feel about Vince. I don't want to say.
I was gonna say Scott Hall. May he rest in peace, Scott Hall.
Oh, that the
double stunner.
Boy had some height on that pop, boy. That boy, yo, if there was a bed behind me, yo, but I that one was a good one.
He got the Rock good at 17.
The Rock ones have always been beautiful. Like, there's never been a time where the Rock that didn't show out for a stunner.
But why my man stop in the middle of the ring and he ended by the ropes?
Bruh, like he was on the ropes looking like fight night when he was like a
GTA, like the GTA trailer when they get hit.
Yeah, he'll lay him on your head like this. Oh man, nah, those were good. What's his name does a good pop for him too. And Kurt Angle, he doesn't need a decent stunner pop. Yeah, his reminds me of Scott Hall's.
Yeah. Shane got a good one too. Shane got a good one.
Shane does have a good one. I get nervous about the ones where they don't pop; they just fall dead. I'm like, yo, did he break their neck?
Oh yeah, because
I'm trying to think.
Now remember the one he gave Linda, and Linda fell before he could even drop.
Yes, bruh. Timing is everything. And if you don't get the time right, you might literally be in there with a broken freaking neck. All right? You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
See, now I'm just trying to think in my head of like all the fucking bad Mania matches. Like fucking, well, Chris Jericho versus the Legends, if y'all remember that one.
Oh, yeah, that. I mean, another good Mania
It was originally supposed to be Mickey Rourke, but then it ended up being Roddy Piper, Jimmy Snuka, and who else?
I don't remember. But another one, pause that though. That match with Edge and Mick Foley, that hard.
I was just thinking about that match today too.
But I'm like,
you want to talk about an iconic shot of the table getting lit, and you know where Mick Foley's about to go?
I jokingly say in wrestling, there's spots I would take. A flaming table, not so much. Nah, I can't do that flaming table. And they did that, like, bro, y'all are crazy. It came to work the next day, like nothing happened.
Yep, because everybody's superheroes all of a sudden. But I want to ask y'all a question because I keep forgetting about this. If you're an Intercontinental Champion, are you cursed?
Why you say that?
Because I'm trying to think here of all the matches that involve IC champions. And I'm like, do they go into Mania winning? Because I'm trying to think, there was probably only one time where someone was Intercontinental Champion and they went in and left Mania with the IC title. Because I always felt that the IC title was always that title, always changed hands at Mania.
How many times it changed hands at Mania with Miz fingers wrapped around it?
Every time.
He lost it every time at Mania?
Yeah. Remember Miz was, I remember when they were in Dallas, he was IC champion. And Zack Ryder won it in that ladder match.
Oh, I forgot about Zack Ryder winning that match.
Yeah, and then he lost to Monday Night Raw.
It was like how Sasha Banks they never won a match at WrestleMania. We ain't gonna talk about it.
I feel bad for Zach. That's terrible.
That man got to live his 24 hours.
They've been pooping on Zach his whole career, and I don't like it, bro. I really don't.
How Zack Ryder? But Zack Ryder got the last laugh. He the man.
Oh, he did.
He did get the last laugh. But daggone, boy, they used to poop on him. Like, that is terrible, man. They really used to poop on this man.
He's like, yeah, I won this title. Razor Ramon. Razor Ramon's my idol. The next night, lose the title. Y'all let that man have that shit for 24 hours.
They did him like Kane, man. When Kane won that title, they had to get him up out the next night. Like, damn.
Nah, they did Rey Mysterio worse.
Yo, he lost it 15 minutes later.
Bruh. I don't know, man. There's been some bad WrestleMania matches.
I just can't think of them. I know there's got to be.
I can't either.
But
I think before you say, I think bad WrestleMania, because y'all can let me know in the comments. I think bad WrestleMania matches are subjective. Because I may think the match is bad, but the match I think about, you may think it's good. So I don't think there's I don't think there's a bad WrestleMania match. I just think there's a bad WrestleMania.
Yeah, overall, yes. There's been some. I'm sorry.
I'm
yawning too, bro. I've been on go all day.
I've been working.
Me too.
10-hour shift today. I think for me, bad Mania matches are just the ones that, well, I hate to be this person, when the right person doesn't win. And a personal example of the right person not winning, Booker T and Triple H.
I just watched that match too.
Like that, the way that story was booked.
You talking about the 19, right?
Yeah, with Triple H being the heavyweight champion, he said, people like you don't become champions. in this company. I'm like, the way that story was being told.
Hold on, no. You ain't shit for that Triple H person. Just know that. You ain't shit for that.
Hey, yo, Natalia, you need to chill out. Natalia got to chill out, bro. He is doing the most. Sorry.
Tony.
No.
You know he be talking like that.
We're not doing it.
You know
we're not doing this.
I'm the game.
Triple H.
Triple H.
But nah, that whole story between Booker T and Triple H is like the way you're telling this story. Booker T should have won.
He should have.
But Triple H came the victor. Thus, proving what Triple H said, basically saying that black people can't become champions in the company. But they can't become the top guy in the company.
Booker T actually, even though he was champion, he never really became the top guy as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
he had to wait till Triple H was on a different brand to win that title.
Yeah. It sucks.
Well, I got a bad match for you, even though it was a great match for everybody else. That bed match at WrestleMania 19 with Stacy Keibler and them.
Oh.
And
back in the day,
who was it? And Jonathan Coachman had his meats out. Hey man, listen, this is trash. Can y'all get this out of here?
See, I think moments like that are just WWE's way of like, yo, we gotta throw something on this card. We gotta just throw something.
Let's degrade some women right quick. Like it's just, and I'm a huge fan of Stacy Keibler. I'm just saying, it's in hindsight unnecessary.
Didn't they have Didn't they have like a mud bath match or some shit like that?
They've done that before too. Yes, they've done multiple mud bath matches.
I just think like that was a time in the era where it was that was a time in wrestling where we gotta look at this way. People gotta understand our era of wrestling is way different from this. Like we come from an era where they didn't even care about no damn women. They didn't care.
Right.
It was pretty much that was time and
like I hate to be that guy that said, but back in the day, it was the piss break.
Yeah, people know. People that ain't no secret. But now you can watch dope women wrestlers like the Oscars, the Baileys, the Charlottes, the Sashas, the Biancas.
To be honest with y'all, if we never, as fans, if fans ever were like, hey, these women are actually trying to wrestle, like, give them a chance. Now, do I feel that? What's up?
The cold part is this, that when you see women in Japan, what they're doing, and when you see what the indie women are doing, then you go watch WWE like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You can't process like, dude, like, how does this work? Like,
speaking of which, I'm not sure if you guys saw this. This is off target for WrestleMania, but this is also involves a former WWE wrestler. Kairi Sane busted her eardrum.
I saw that.
Your first man, I was like, damn, I feel bad for her.
Yeah,
her whole equilibrium was fucked up. Speaking of which, y'all hold y'all tongues, but the rumor of the street is Oscar and Bailey should be making their returns this week.
Okay. Oh, speaking of returns, we said we're gonna talk about it in the chat. How do y'all feel about Velveteen Dream coming back?
I can care less. You know what I stand with Dream. I didn't like the gimmick. Anybody else like the gimmick? I didn't.
No. I'm not talking gimmick. I'm talking about he beat his allegations, and he says he wants to come back and work.
I'm that type of person that needs to be. I hate to be that person, but I need to see the evidence of you saying, like, what's the paperwork saying that you beat the allegation?
I mean, I guess it's a legal document. You can look it up. I guess. I mean, because people say he did it, but he said he did. I'm not gonna be the guy say. I'll be like, if you lying about, I beat my allegation, but you didn't, you look freaking stupid. But if Triple H said they didn't find nothing on him, Because they did their own digging. Like, yo, we didn't find anything, there's nothing on it. So I'm like, if Triple H said it, I can pretty much say he ain't lying. But it's like it's serious allegations, and I wouldn't want that on nobody. But if he didn't do it, I think on the strength he didn't do it. And the strength he is proven he did beat the allegation. Should he be able to work?
On the strength that he did beat the allegations, I think that he needs to be, and they think he needs to be allowed to go back to NXT.
Okay.
Do you think he needs?
I think his gimmick needs to be tweaked, but the flair of the flamboyancy of the gimmick works for 2.0. I'll say
I feel that. I respect that.
I feel like he was 2.0 before 2.0. I think he was 2.0 inside of Black and Gold. So I think the flair, the flamboyancy of 2.0 works for him. Do not send him to the main roster because they're going to light his tail up.
Oh boy, it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be canceled immediately. It's gonna be 1,000 boos because rather you believe this, you know how this world is. You're guilty until proven innocent. Even when you're proven innocent, you're still guilty. So, and you gotta work to get that guilt stamp up off. So I feel like him going to the main roster would not be a good thing to put him in. I think it's gonna be bad for the brand. But if you put him in NXT 2.0 and give him a chance to basically kind of quote unquote clear his name, do that.
I think I relate. I can't say it's. I put it like the Enzo situation. Enzo, the woman said what she said about him. Like Zoe, like I know I didn't do nothing. I knew this girl was lying. So
now, Enzo, like that's the thing about Enzo. His situation, I just felt bad for him.
I felt real bad for Zoe because I'm like, I hope he didn't do it. Then when it came out, he didn't do it. Everybody cool with Zoe. Like, all right.
But then he still ends up, losing his job because there was just too much heat behind it.
And I understand that.
Yeah, it's too much heat behind it, and then on top of that, this is when the Me Too movement really started pushing, and different things like that. So the light on people was brighter, in my opinion. Light on people was much, much brighter. So I think that he was kind of used as an example. You know what I'm saying? Like during the time. And even if he beat the allegations, which obviously he did, he wasn't a good wrestler. So why we bring you back in here? We don't need any more what's the old boy name? That was always with Mella.
Oh, James Ellsworth.
Yeah, James Ellsworth.
We don't need any more Ellsworths here. Like, and I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying guys who aren't that great at wrestling. Like Enzo is a great mouthpiece, but skill wise,
he's horrible in the ring.
He's doing way more talking than actual wrestling. So
he would have been a good manager. I respect him more in the tag team, to be real with you.
Of course.
When they were Enzo and Chaz, I respect it more.
You know who Enzo is? He that dude that do all the talking but get snapped up every time. And your boy got to come in and say, like, he can talk it. Now, in real life, I think Enzo was pretty nice with it. He probably nice with it. He probably like, yo, this just give me, I can throw these joints. But
I'm going to say this. Enzo, the best way I can say it, Enzo is Scrappy Doo, Big Cass, and Scooby Doo.
No, Scooby wasn't no better. Scooby ran.
I say he's Scrappy because Scrappy was always talking shit.
But Scrappy was down to scrap.
Scrappy was down to scrap. You better call their uncle. What's your uncle name?
I get my uncles. It was always my uncle Scooby gonna get Scooby.
No. I'm talking about the other uncle, the white Great Dane.
They didn't have it, did they?
Yes, they did. There's another one. There's another one, bro. There's another one.
I learned something new because I only knew Scooby was the uncle.
Nah, there's another one. There's another one.
Cause I know Scooby had a girlfriend. That's about it.
Nah, there's another one. I can't look it up right now because hold on. Maybe I can.
I don't look it up because I'm watching this women's match right now. My teenagers are trying to win this ROH women's title right now.
That shit crazy. But yeah, man, I feel like when it comes to situations like this, it's touchy. That's how I mean, it's kind of touchy. Like, yo, but like I say, that if he is cleared, he should work, and he should be able to get opportunity to work. I mean, if you're proven guilty, if you didn't do anything, it's proven. I bet. So you should be able to work. Could he go back to WWE? I don't think they would let him come back. If it was NXT and it was the black and gold, Triple H probably would have. All right, cool, to come back. But it's kind of like you got.
Oh shit! Don't he can't go back to NXT? Remember, because they got an old boy as the head of the company now.
Oh, Nick.
Yeah, Nick Khan. So Triple H can't really do much, but just give advice here and there.
I mean, I think Velveteen will pop up somewhere if off the strength that he's fully clear. Like it comes out, he's cleared. Everything was all fraud. Go in. You can go anywhere then. You can do anything you want. You know what I mean? People can have their own opinion, but if
he can go to CYN,
that would be different.
I think what's going to end up happening is that Dream is going to go to either off brand or he's going to go to the indie scene.
But he can't do what he can't do that on the indie.
No, he really can't. So he's got to make some adjustments. He can still have the Prince energy, but he cannot be as flamboyant as he is. It's not going to work. It's not going to be respected. Only America likes flamboyant stuff.
Mercedes Martinez is now your interim Ring of Honor's
world champion. I think, okay, if this was 2009,
this would be a different story.
No. I'm thinking about ROH. If it was 2000
I found them. Scooby-Doo's girl and Scooby-Doo's goofy friend. Hold on. I found it.
2014. The party, who was it? The Party Peacock?
Daniel Castle. He just came back.
Yeah. So if you
Don Castle, I'm sorry, Don
Castle. Velveteen will work in ROH because of Don Castle.
Yeah, and Don Castle just made his return today.
But see, his gimmick is very flamboyant.
He's a peacock.
It's like that would work in ROH, but I don't think it'll work like in the CZW anywhere else. You would have to find. I think we're working AEW kind of. It would have worked in well, it's gone now, Lucha Underground, because Lucha Underground was a melting pot of everything. But other than that, I don't think there was the gimmick's not bad, but it's one of them gimmicks where it only works.
Like I said, I had no problem with him as a wrestler. The wrestling was, I did have a problem with the elbow drop. The elbow drop I didn't like that elbow drop. We had a whole debate about who gave good elbow drops. And my only thing about a good elbow is I want to be parallel, but I also want you to get the knees up. Dream looked like he was just doing this. Just to say this is Dream, and the Dream just did this.
Can I show y'all a picture of this guy?
You go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Uh-oh. I can't turn the screen around.
Just turn your phone.
Here we go. I figured it out. Oh. This guy.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
I remember
cousin dude.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
They called him Cousin Dumb. That's what they called him. His girlfriend, Scooby's girlfriend called him Cousin Dumb. And I was like, dang, that's disrespectful. Dumb dude or something.
Jeffrey don't have no heart attack, but the match is on now.
Which one?
FTR versus the Briscoes.
That's going to be a bloody match.
It's on right now.
On Fight?
Yeah, it's on Fight right now. I'm watching it on my bootleg website.
No, you're watching it. You paid for it. You can't.
Yeah, I went to pay-per-view. Yeah, I'm on pay-per-view. I paid $9.99.
It's on pay-per-view, folks. Disregard anything else you heard.
He be trolling.
I be trolling a lot, bro. But okay, so that's something that we did talk about. How do y'all feel about all the shit talking that's led up to this moment?
It had to pay off.
It had to pay off. I feel like it was a good. I think it's a good. Ew, what the heck is Charlotte wearing? Terrible. It's a good build up. In the midst of the build up, they was out fighting and defending and getting other titles in the midst of waiting for FTR to respond. I think that's dope. For Briscoe's legacy or whatever we'll call it, the build up for the Briscoes, like I hope the Briscoes coming in and whoop that tail.
It's funny because you say they're going out winning titles. The only title they don't have is one that FTR has.
Right. Go get that. You know what I mean?
They got the AAA mega titles.
Yep. Go get that title. Go get them tag titles. And that's solidified. And I think they're going to win, honestly, because they're going into the ROH Hall of Fame. And there's all an ROH.
But then I gotta play the Tony card. I gotta play the Tony card of. But what if FTR wins this tag team match?
It's not a good look. It's just not. I'm sorry. It's not a good look.
But the story that they're telling, they're trying to get a run back against the Young Bucks.
FTR still works for AEW, yes?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
AEW owns ROH, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
ROH is putting the Briscoes in the Hall of Fame, yes?
Yes.
So why would you mess that up by having them lose to people who are not in the Hall of Fame?
Okay, I'll double down. I'll raise you this. One shock value. Because you're going in betting on the Briscoes.
No one cares about FTR right now, bro.
I understand that. That's the reason. Nobody cares about them.
That's terrible. I hear you, but that's terrible shock value. That's bad for business. And you're not gonna get pop boos. You're gonna get boo boos.
Oh yeah, I forgot the younger brother shaved his head.
Why? He already had his head shaved. I thought his head was already right. Was already?
He was going out for a little bit, but then he finally cut it off.
He decided to go ahead and shave it off. Okay.
Yeah.
Who did? Mark.
Not Jay.
No, Mark Briscoe.
Nah, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Jay got them
Jay still got the dread. Jay still got the dread.
He's not cutting that.
It's too late. But I bet you them boys smell like funk.
Damn. I didn't even know he had, like, this dude really got dreads now.
I don't know what's going on. I'm pretty sorry.
Well, yeah, I feel like that match gonna be crazy.
This is my shit. Let's go ahead and change the clip. Watch it.
I know, Jeffrey. You say the FTR's not going over, the crowd cheering for him.
So it's where they fighting at?
They're in Texas, bro. They're in Dallas, Texas right now.
They're in Gilly's place.
But it's not an AEW match.
No, this is Ring of Honor. This is the Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
It's Ring of Honor. They're gonna clap anyway.
I see what you're saying, big bro. I see what you're saying.
They're ready to see this happen. That's why.
Oh, they not. The fight ain't even started and it's scrapping. They just took the titles.
As they should. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I'm letting you know, the moment this bell rings, Jay about to jump on somebody.
Yes, he is. Don't let him have don't let him have one of them light fixtures in his hand. He busted somebody up.
Oh, they're gonna make him shake hands. That's fucked up. Yeah, they gotta do, it's Ring of Honor rules. You have to shake hands before the match.
That should be entertaining.
Nah, okay, FTR walked off. They're not shaking hands.
Told you. I told you. Briscoes are winning this match, and if they don't win, I'll be very shocked.
Don't worry, I'm gonna.
And here's why. And I'm not the biggest fan of AEW. I don't follow it like that. But in my brain, FTR.
And by the way,
FTR
the brain that he's talking about is in booking mode. If he was a booker,
if I'm in yeah, really. FTR is not popping like that. I don't care what you say. I don't care if they got titles or not. They're not popping in AEW like that. Because if they were,
hold on, I just thought about this. Can you imagine if Jeffrey was a booker in WWE? Like, I want to see who
he would quit the third day because Vince McMahon would piss him off.
Yeah, no cap. No cap. Because if I'm booking and Vince is not trying to hold my hands behind my back, there's a lot less titles on some people and a lot more on others that deserve it. Charlotte wouldn't have 13. We can start there. At the most, I'll give her 7.
Who will have 13 then?
No one. No one's got 13. No one's getting 13 yet. Nobody. None of those women have earned 13 titles at all. Period.
How many times has Sasha won?
But remember, it was Alexa, Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky. They were the 4 that was going back to back to back to back to back to back to back. It was between the 4 of them that was getting titles.
Yeah, because Alexa, Bailey ain't made it to the main roster yet. So
Alexa deserves 3 more titles. Charlotte deserves 5 less. And Sasha is about right where she should be. She should have maybe 1 more time. With Sasha, it's different. She needs to have more months on her title reigns, not more titles.
I'll give you
not more titles, more months on her reigns. They've done her dirty. 6 times? She's 0-6 at WrestleMania or something like that.
She has a losing streak.
Yeah, and she about to wrestle them all for tag team championships.
That she might not win.
But they not. I hope they don't. I don't think they're going to do Naomi dirty because Naomi been fighting for a top spot.
I will give you that. But they were Florida. Oh yeah, Naomi going over.
Naomi's over. She's over right now because of Sonya Deville. And Sasha came in to help. And so right now they're up. So if they don't win, it's trash.
Right now they've been holding this whole. So I don't think the champion's gonna walk out because they've been teasing they splitting up. Who's in the match again? It's Sasha.
It's everybody.
Who's everybody?
Sasha, if I remember correctly.
Sasha and Naomi, Natalya and
Sasha and Naomi, Natalya and Shayna, Rhea and Liv, and Carmella and Zelina are the champions. Now the way I see it is the biggest storyline out of the 4 is Sasha and Naomi because Naomi's dealings with Sonya as an official trying to keep her down.
Jay Briscoe is in the ring with Dax. Oh man, they about to.
Oh, see now that's what I want to see.
They just staring off
because they be talking cold trash. So, what about to say? So I personally don't think they're gonna do Naomi dirty, but this is Vince. So we don't know what's about to happen because he likes blonde girls and Rhea and Liv are blondes.
I mean
Natalya been here, but Shayna sucks. I don't know what they're gonna do.
All I know is Rhea getting brownie points for the pins. That's it.
You said what?
I said Rhea Ripley only getting brownie points because of the way that she pins people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really nerfed her. They nerfed her bad.
No. It's not the nerf. I'm just saying, have you not been noticing the way she's been pinning people?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's getting brownie points.
Yeah, because a lot of never mind, I ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah,
now talking about
off camera.
I was gonna say something that might get kicked off YouTube. All right, so
off camera.
Off camera.
But
I'm honestly with that match, like I really hope that Naomi and Sasha win it.
So
if not them,
thing too, like so since we're talking about Mania and stuff, when we start,
if not them,
let's go ahead and get our predictions out the way. I'm not saying shit. Tony, Jeffrey, how y'all feel about what?
Okay, well, all right. I'm not saying nothing. You two do. All right.
Yeah, I got nothing. On WrestleMania.
Only thing I can say is Roman's winning. That's it.
I'll be surprised if Brock wins, though. I want to say Roman only off the strength because I want to say Brock, but I want to keep it Roman. I don't think Roman, Who gonna beat Roman? If Brock can't beat Roman, who gonna beat Roman?
You got to beat Cody Rhodes.
You got your goddamn. I'll cut this whole damn.
Hey, I thought you wasn't saying nothing, Bryson. Shut up.
All right. Hey, you
I
not
cut this whole
talking,
damn
so
thing
somebody
off
gotta
right
say
now.
so.
Talking about Cody Rhodes. All right.
Okay, hold on. Let me do you a favor, Jeffrey. Let me go read the card off for you.
No,
Oh,
you
thank
know
you. I
how
appreciate
bad that would be if Cody was the one to beat. First of all, they said Cody backed out the deal of coming to WWE. I don't even want to think of Cody coming to WWE.
Cody coming back to WWE in that fashion would have been a bad idea for him and for the business.
And it can't be for the money because you got guaranteed AEW. You're a shareholder.
Okay, so here you go, Jeffrey and Tony. Apparently, opening. Let me make sure this is your opening match.
I'm about to say start from the weakest to the top. Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't think this is it's going to be in order of the show because day one is different and it's in a different order than day two. So I'm just going to tell you the matches. Okay, so your women, Raw women, Becky Lynch versus Belair.
All right. Tony, you want to go? You want me to go?
Hang on. Jay got the chair. What the fuck? Jay got a chair.
It's not DQ, right?
No, this is not DQ. He just grabbed a chair.
I know Jay better. If this is a disqualification match, Jay better chill out.
It's not a DQ match. This is
okay. Well, Jay go get the chair then.
No, he don't need the chair.
I told you. Yeah, he don't need it. But has he ever needed it?
Nope.
That man is the chair. Okay, Becky.
I told you. Don't let him get them 6-foot light bulbs. It's gonna be over somebody.
Becky versus Belair.
All right. Tony, do you want to do it or you want me to take it?
I'll let you get it.
All right. I feel, first of all, it's a nice little build-up. I actually like this build-up between Becky and Bianca. I think that Bianca is going to take it because Becky is now being viewed as she has definitely smoothly moved into the villain role fairly well. I think that because Bianca cut her hair off in the mid-match. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I don't know if y'all saw that, but she cut her hair off mid-match.
Yeah, I did see that post angle.
Bianca snapped and started cutting her stuff off. And so now she's got this punk rock Paramore meets what's that thing that meets David Bowie haircut she got, right? That funky orange mullet, thinking she's Lilu Multipass. You know what I'm saying? Like she thinks she's somebody else.
Wow, we going Fifth Element in this jump.
Yeah, bro, I don't like it. Me personally, I like Becky. The hair is trash. Now, moving on from that. That's just my opinion. Now, sorry. Yo, Pat McAfee was on the announcer table rocking out to Rick Boogs, and Austin 3 came out and clipped him. And now Pat is chasing him around the ring. Hey, yo, Pat, don't. Oh man. All right. Anyway, so it's hilarious that he got clipped like that. Bianca, I feel like is going to win. This is what I want to see. I want to see Bianca come out there without the ponytail.
I don't know. She's gonna have the ponytail, bro.
I know, but I don't want her.
She's gonna smack the shit out of Becky.
She already did that.
She gonna do it again.
Honestly, and perhaps you know what? Becky might be the one to cut her hair off this time.
Ooh.
I don't like.
Yo, Pat McAfee is wilding. He just kicked in McMahon's door, bro. He just kicked in his office door like awesome, and McMahon popped out. What are you doing? Yo, Pat McAfee got turned straight white. All right, so you know me, I'm a WWE head. I'm sorry, I enjoyed this drama.
This man is purely entertainment.
Yeah. No, I'm not purely for entertainment, but Austin and McMahon are evil. If I showed you I'll send you the clip, but it looked like pure evil. And I liked it. I enjoyed it. So I feel that Bianca's going to win it. I feel that Becky is going to get her get back with the hair and cut off her ponytail. I feel like she's going to get her down. She's going to cut off the ponytail like halfway down because Bianca's hair is only like to like her like right behind the shoulder for real. So they're gonna cut it off, and it's gonna give her reason to bring out the real hair, and she's gonna be pure face. She's already face, but I think when she takes that ponytail off, it's gonna be pure face. Everybody's gonna love her, in my opinion, and I think Bianca's gonna walk out the champ. Tony, it's on you, brother.
I can agree with that. I think Becky gonna get it. The cut Bianca's hair. That's like she really either she don't want it no more. Yeah,
I don't think Bianca wants it anymore. She doesn't use it. There's no reason. And honestly, I'm still waiting. I sit there and watch, and I'm waiting for the day that somebody snatches that thing off the back of her head. She be getting dragged by it. She be getting stomped with it. Like, I think it's in the way. And we were waiting for her to use it as a witness. She finally used it on Sasha, and that was a massive pop. And then she used it on Becky or beating her tail the other night. That was a massive pop. But I just don't think she needs it. It's an unnecessary weapon that she hasn't used for the whole time she's been wrestling, but twice. I think it's unnecessary and it needs to go. See, it's okay. It's okay to cut it off. You don't have to reinvent your whole setup.
Yeah, I can agree. But I got Bianca for the win. I've had her from the jump. So.
Man, no.
Okay. Your next match. Match that I'm still can't believe I'm about to utter out of my mouth. Miz and Logan Paul versus the Mysterios.
I got the Miz and Logan Paul with Dominique turning on his dad.
Oh, that's interesting.
I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah. That's interesting. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all.
Go ahead and go be daddy mode. We got you.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still here.
We got
you. How on screen? I think that it would be a good matchup as far as the entertainment goes because it's Logan Paul. Everybody wants to see Logan Paul fail because the whole thing with Floyd. I believe, however, that Logan Paul and Miz are going to win this match, and I can agree with Tony. And I think that Dominic is going to turn on Ray, and Ray's going to officially retire from the ring.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like in the midst of him being attacked, they're going to have their little quick feud dealing with the attack, and then Ray's out of here.
Okay, so here's the match. Everybody is speculating, talking about. I don't really care how this goes. It is Seth Rollins versus his mystery opponent. So first and foremost, who do you think the mystery opponent is going to be? It is Seth taking his L.
On one end, like I say, I would lose all respect if it's Cody. Like, bro, like it makes
it's not Cody, bro.
No, I understand that.
Just update. Jay is busted open now.
I knew that was gonna happen.
Of course he is.
But like I say,
match if he wasn't.
If Cody's side is probably gonna be Braun Breaker, or
I like that.
What's the other cat name from the church looking dude?
Oh, the black dude that just had that program.
I know you're talking about. What is his name? It's escaping me. Crap, what is his name, Bryson?
You asking the wrong guy. I know who y'all talking about, but you're asking
Drake
the wrong
looking
guy.
cat. So either him or shit, what's another guy name? Or Shane.
Oh yeah, people saying it might be Shane.
Listen here. It better not be Shane, because the Shane for me is the same as Cody. Unnecessary. Why, Shane? Why are you back here? Bro, you went into the Rumble and got out the Rumble immediately.
In the top four. Top four, mind you.
Immediately. Like, you inserted yourself. You don't need to see you anymore. I got nothing but love for you, Shane, but we don't want you here no more, bro. Like, stay back there. Stay back there and make sure the talent does what it's supposed to do.
Tell
you
them
can't do
like how
that,
you
you
were
need to
telling
leave.
people about your new quarterback.
Who are you talking to?
You?
Why are we talking about some trash quarterback? Moving on. Look. You talking about my quarterback as if it wasn't Tony's quarterback before it was mine.
Hey, look here. At least my quarterback led my team to a Super Bowl. He was on a team that got us to. He didn't get us all the way. He got us halfway there.
I'm about to say stop the cap.
Oh, he got you to the finals. He got us
to the door.
No, he did not. No, he did not. He was out after 13 weeks. Nick Foles came in and did the job for him.
I thought Nick Foles was going there for the finals.
Stop the cap. That man was done in 13
games. He got us there.
The last 3 regular season games and all the playoffs and the championship. Stop capping on my man Nick Foles. Anyway, moving forward and back to the predictions. I don't even know how we got here.
I'm telling y'all, when football season starts, it's gonna go crazy. But we'll just say that we'll see come Saturday.
No, I got. Let me get my prediction.
Oh, go ahead. I thought you did your prediction.
No, I didn't. You start talking about trash QBs. What you want? You went off the rails. All right. No,
you don't want to go here and talk
about it. I'm trying here. I'm trying.
I see. We started.
All right. I don't feel like it's Shane, but I do feel that Braun Breaker is definitely a high possibility. That's a high possibility that Braun Breaker will be his opponent.
His daddy and his uncle getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Why not put on for the Steiners? You know what I mean? So you look at that. You look at that. Plus, Braun, if I remember correctly, Braun no longer has a championship on around his waist, right?
Nope.
He don't, but he might win it.
What, tomorrow?
He might. If he lose, because Dolph Ziggler's a champion, he might.
I know.
Get that. But there are rumors that they want him on the main roster. Your next match is McIntyre versus Corbin.
McIntyre.
Who?
Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
McIntyre. We ain't got to talk about nothing else. McIntyre.
I bet. Usos versus Rick Boogs and Nakamura.
Whoa, how we skip?
You answer too slow. It's Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin.
We running out of time? Are we running out of time?
No.
Why you skip Happy so fast? I can still give my predictions, right?
You get the prediction, but
I'm speaking for the both of us on it.
If y'all don't need me, I can leave.
You know you picking Drew McIntyre.
Hey, Tony, get your mans. All right, get your mans.
You know you pick. I know who you picking. So I know
who am I picking?
You picking Drew McIntyre.
No, I'm not.
You picking Happy Corbin over.
That's when you got me twisted. I'm going Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin is Corbin. No, I'm not. No, that's why you need to just let me talk. Corbin is undefeated currently, and he needs to get a win at pay-per-view. He's winning this match. Drew is on a back burner. We don't care about Drew because once it's over, Drew's gonna go over there and try to get that title back. We already know how Drew's gonna go. Drew is not a Mick Carter. Drew is a main eventer who's been put in the mid card.
Okay,
that's what I know with his presence always being in the main event. He's going back to that main event.
You know, when I
Corbin is going to get a mid card title, but first he's going to have to take out Drew. And I'm telling you, Corbin is winning this match. I'm telling you, Corbin is winning this match.
I give you that.
At least that's how I'd book it.
Unless they gonna let Corbin, unless they gonna let Drew be the one and beat Roman.
All I know is Corbin's winning this match.
I hope so. I mean, he might. Who knows? This is big man booking.
Yeah, that's the other part.
Next, Bryce?
Just up there in the match, Dax is now busted open, and it's getting kind of scary right now. It's getting kind of scary. That's all I'm gonna say. Your next match is the Usos versus Rick Boogs and Nakamura.
I got Rick Boogs and Nakamura. I'm sick of the Usos. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sick of them niggas right now. I'm sick of them right now. Love them, but I'm sick of them.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, he's honest.
Oh shit! They hit FZO with their own finisher. Okay, now they kicked out. Boy,
that would have been nice. I'm telling you, the Briscoes are winning this match.
I'm telling you, bro, it's getting scary. That's what I'm saying. It's getting scary.
All right, so Boogs and Nakamura are face. The Usos are heel. All right, we know this. The Usos have kind of had a slightly stale title reign, mainly because they're part of a faction under the main event, who is Roman Reigns. So it's kind of like the light's not on them like that. They can't just operate on their own like that as much as they want to, or as much as they have in the past. I believe that because they're wrestling right now. That's the weirdest thing. All right.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh, Jay just suplexed Dax to the outside of the ring.
Oh.
Oh, that's not. Oh, that hurt.
I bet it did.
Oh shit! That is actually good.
I agree with you, Tony. I agree with you. Nakamura and Boogs are going to win this match.
Okay.
I agree with you because Boogs doesn't have a title. He hasn't gotten one yet.
All right, y'all. It's everybody's favorite match. The match everybody's been looking forward to.
This is on day one?
This is day one.
All right.
Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte Flair.
Off the strength, I would say Ronda, because you're not gonna bring her back in just to lose to Charlotte. But
they've done it before. They've done it to people before.
Yeah, but I really think they want to get this Becky versus Ronda match off. So I want to say, I don't know, man, because I don't want to see Ronda with the belt.
I don't like seeing Ronda with the belt, but at the same time, the Ronda's first go around with the belt was dirt. But she's had like what, a year and some change off, 2 years off. I think I would hope that she has polished some of her issues, and I feel like Ronda has a high chance of taking this with. I'm only concerned about Charlotte's botches. That's really all I'm concerned about at this point. Because sometimes Charlotte, when she gets to a mode, she can almost turn into a botch machine. Like she just, honestly, yeah. I mean, not like she's necessarily like she's hurting people, but like she's missing her points. You know what I'm saying? Missing her marks.
Right.
So that's the only thing I'm concerned about. Because in one-on-one matches, if she does it wrong, then she could potentially hurt herself, Ronda, and everybody else around. So I'm gonna go with Ronda on this one because, like you said, there's no point in bringing Ronda back just for her to lose.
Yeah. Ronda. So what we got next, Bryce?
And to end of night one, you are going to have the KO show with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, that has to be the end of night one too. Dang. There's gonna be a lot. I think there's gonna be a lot of interruptions there. I don't see Stone Cold actually fighting anybody. I do see him probably putting KO in a stunner. But I don't see KO putting him in a stunner.
This is a random question. You think if KO hits Stone Cold with a stunner, is Stone Cold gonna no sell it?
Probably. He not getting Stone Cold not taking the stunner from KO. He not doing that. He got too much. Like nah.
No, don't put that on him yet. Don't put that on him just yet.
No, I'm saying
Stone Cold,
I say it because it's in Texas. Stone Cold got a lot of that Texas pride, and he really ain't the kind of dude want to put anybody over. Like he still got you know. He don't want to.
No, I would. It's okay. All right, I hear you. I'm not going to say that Stone Cold wouldn't put anybody over because he will. I think he's very selective about who he puts over and who he gives his time to. Because he gives his time to no one. He ain't been in the ring in 19 years on that level, but he came back for like an anniversary show or something like that. I forget it was a couple years ago. But as far as putting on for KO, I think he'll give him one stunner at best. But I don't think Stone Cold is going to just take that. I think Stone Cold is going to beat him down in the end. I think he's gonna hit him with the mud stomps. I think he's gonna hit him with the stunner, and I think he's gonna do the face brow he does after every match when he wins.
Yeah.
But I'm not seeing no loop press. I'm not no Luthez presses. I'm not seeing none of that. And I'm not seeing no suplexes whatsoever. It's gonna be like
I don't even think Oscar could get up there high for Luthez no more.
Because I mean, I don't know what Stone Cold's been training. I hope he has been, but I don't think I don't think Stone Cold has a gym with a ring in it at his house. He don't do that type of stuff. He don't come outside. He stay in his area. He don't come to developmental. As far as I can tell, he don't come up with developmental trying to teach others how to do their job. He ain't done that.
Stone Cold is every country boy's daddy in the Texas. Like, yo, I'm retired. I got my truck. I do this.
Jeffrey,
I'm not going back to the crowd.
Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Holy shit, they won. Oh my fucking God, FTR won.
Are you serious?
They just beat them. This is only fuel for the Young Bucks winning the.
I said what I said, yo. I said at the beginning of the show, y'all. I tried to be the voice of reason, y'all. I tried.
Jeffrey, I don't know if you watch the dude by the name of Chills of Adonis, but for right now, I need you to put your motherfucking head back down. I am. This is live, folks. This is a live reaction of me being shocked that FTR won these titles.
Yo, let's get ready. Let's crank through these last couple of matches, man.
Okay. I know for a fact that they're not opening the match with that title versus title. But it's Bobby Lashley versus Omos.
That was a last minute put together. That was last minute put together match.
Wait a minute, y'all.
I need Omos to lose.
They bowed to them. The FTR just bowed to the Briscoes.
As a sign of respect?
As a sign of respect, and they shook their hands. Okay, I like that ending. They bowed, shook their hands, and now they left.
All right. I'll let that rock. I don't like it, though.
It's a good match, y'all. It was a damn good match, but...
As long as it's a good match, I'm not going to be too upset. I'm going to have to go back and watch it later. I'm going to try to. I can't be too upset, but I'm upset because I said what I said earlier.
You said what you said earlier. You said what you said earlier.
I said what I said. Especially at all, and you let somebody outside of Always Bread come in here and beat you. I don't like that, but whatever. Move on from that.
But yeah, so you got last year Omos, because I know it is a last minute match.
It was a last minute match. I saw that development happen this past Monday. So I need Lashley to be Omos.
Oh yeah, Lashley is coming back off an injury.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
shoulder injury, right?
Yeah. So
I need. Go ahead.
Yeah, I say Bobby. Oh my, like it's so
Well,
much.
and then the young Bucks come in and super kick the Briscoes.
What?
Yep.
Disrespect.
The young Bucks just came in, super kicked the Briscoes.
You called it.
I told you. It's only fuel for the FTR feud.
It's only fuel for the FTR feud. Why? Because they sent the Young Bucks?
Well, here's the thing. Since just off topic, since I'm the AEW guy, FTR have been doing everything they can to get their rematch against the Young Bucks. They keep saying they're the best tag team. But the one title that FTR did not have that the Young Bucks had were the Ring of Honor titles. So now that FTR have that now has the Young Bucks' eyes on them.
Okay, speaking of the Young Bucks, I got one question. Speaking of titles, would to be solidified into even being a conversation for the Young Bucks to say they're the greatest tag team in the world, amongst the greatest tag team, would they have to win the WWE tag title at least once?
At least once. And then you can leave and leave the next night.
We're not doing Generation Week right now. We're not doing that right now. This is serious conversation.
Is it a serious conversation?
I'm not dealing with you right now, bro. Not fucking with you right now, bro.
Hey, listen. I don't like him. You know that. Listen. All right. I mean, it's good. It's good. It's good for the AEW's brand, but it's not good for Briscoe, in my opinion. It just doesn't. I mean, because I don't. Okay, so because I'm trying to understand why the Young Bucks would super kick the Briscoes if this has something to do with FTR. Now, the Briscoes have issues with the Young Bucks. So does that mean that we're going to have a fight with the Young Bucks and Briscoes? And are we going to do this on AEW's territory?
This is right now. I feel bad for the Briscoes,
right?
Because this is all, like I said, it's only more fuel to the fire for the main feud, which is the Bucks versus FTR. Like the Briscoes are just a third piece in this. They were just a building block to this feud. Now I'm not gonna let that, huh?
They're not a third. They're not a random piece though. They had their own beef with FTR.
I know that's what I'm saying, but at the same time, the Bucks were building feud with FTR. FTR has been a feud with the Young Bucks.
For AEW, yes, not for ROH, not for the indie stuff, because the indie stuff is Briscoes and FTR, and they've been talking trash for months on social media. This got nothing to do with AEW. Now it has something to do with AEW because the feud is over between FTR.
But you also gotta keep in mind too that before FTR was in the picture, the Briscoes and the Young Bucks were going back and forth with each other. They had beef. So now what you can do is because Matt just said, hey, tune in to TBS on AEW for the answer. You can have the Briscoes jump in on TBS.
Thank you.
See, but
exactly. I was just about to tell you that.
Jay Briscoe said some offensive stuff and he apologized and always. And the AEW like, yo, we don't really know about bringing the Briscoes on. Do you think they're gonna bring them on now?
Bring who on now? The Briscoes?
Yeah, because Jay said some offensive stuff. He used some offensive slurs, and that's what they've been saying. They don't really want him on ROH on AWTV, but you own ROH now. And he apologized for what he said. So
let him on. Let him on. Listen, they made offensive slurs. He apologized for the slurs. Okay. They didn't do anything illegal at all.
Nope.
We just got finished talking about
Dream,
Dream, who was allegations for some illegal activities. So if the Briscoes did nothing illegal and they apologized for their comments, bring them in. Bring them in. I'm telling you, it's a money. It's a money. Like you're gonna get a money grab out of it.
I feel the thing about this too, and I think this is the loophole to it since they have ROH. You can do that match with AEW in ROH. So since I can't give you guys an AEW contract, I can start at the Ring of Honor. Y'all can still be yourselves, and you know what matter I fucked you up in the past is still there, but y'all can wrestle here. And I can have my guys come to y'all instead of you come to me.
Bro, it's a Sony Marvel contract.
Yeah.
It's a Sony Marvel contract. Everybody
good analogy. Good analogy, bro.
It's a one-time situation. Like everybody get paid, one-time situation. You know what I'm saying? But y'all, if you want to include the one-time contract with one or two pop-ups and some trash talk through the kind of how Jay White did it when he ran up on the cats in the parking lot. Yeah. If you want to do it like that, then do that and just put it all in the contract. As soon as the contract has been fully done, you ain't got to worry about it no more. Yeah. It's a quick money grab for both ends. Yep. Everybody get paid. That's it. Everybody get paid. It's a pop because it's the Young Bucks versus the Briscoes. Like, bro, and the Young Bucks versus the Briscoes. You know what I'm saying?
Then, if the Bucks do win, they'll go to face FTR.
You said what?
I said if the Bucks do win that match, they'll go on to face FTR.
Right, because FTR pops up in the match. They pop up ringside or something like that.
All right.
I mean, why not?
This is a good idea. This is something we can talk about afterwards. Speaking of tag team matches, it's the triple threat match. RK Bros, Street Profits, and Alpha Academy. Now, before we dwell into this match, Jeffrey, educate me. Why is Street Profits heel?
Street Profits are now heel because first it's Montez and Docs have been on a little bit of an a-hole run the last few weeks.
Wait. The Street Profits are heel now?
Yeah. They're I'll say this, they're anti-hero.
Okay.
I'll call them baby heel for the time being. And I say that because they've attacked after the bell. And Montez and Docs have been talking spicy back behind the curtain.
Okay.
They've been talking spicy because they want them titles. So you got to be ruthless in order to get them, right? So I don't know. I haven't heard every single thing they said, but I saw their actions this past week on Raw, and they weren't even a part of the match. As far as I remember correctly,
it was a post angle.
They hopped in and just started wailing on RK Bro. Started beating, and the whole crowd, boo, boo this man, boo. You know what I'm saying? Like they was going after him, because they want their money. Where's my money, Brian? Where's my money, Brian? You know what I'm saying? Like
damn.
They was on it. So that's why they're heelish. I say baby heel because the true heel in this situation is Alpha Academy. They're baby heel, and then RK Bros are face.
So who do you have winning? Okay.
I have. See, here's the thing.
It's very so. Keep in mind, today's Randy Orton's birthday.
I know. Shout out to my birthday twin. All right. So my thing is this. I'm concerned. See, because two negatives aren't going to make two wrongs will make a right? So you can't. So what's going to either happen is RK Bro is going to get the title, going to retain the titles, or the Alpha Academy is going to get the titles.
Somebody brought up a point. They don't want that tag team title to be hot potato, because right now it is kind of being hot potato between Alpha Academy and RK Bro. So it kind of leaves Street Profits with nothing to do.
How? When did the titles get around Alpha Academy's?
Remember they beat RK Bro the first time, remember? And then RK Bro won it back.
I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah, Alpha Academy did win those tag team titles, bro.
I did. I remember. I blinked during that time. Okay, well then let me rewind. because you said they don't want to hot potato that situation. We don't need another Charlotte and Sasha situation. And so please make that a once in a lifetime situation. Please. I'm begging you. Don't do that again. So
I can give you the exact date, January 10th, 2022, on an episode of Raw.
That's why it was an episode of Raw, and I don't watch Raw.
Okay.
Like that. Okay. I would say RK Bro retains. RK Bro retains to fight Street Profits at a later date and time and Street Profits get the title at a later date and time. But I feel like the Bros retain the titles. Now let me ask you this: from a fan standpoint, do you feel that the RK Bro reign is stale?
I feel like RK Bro, it's ran its course. I think it's one of the things where it's like, it's weird seeing Randy Orton in a tag team like this, because this tag team makes him look human. Because Matt Riddle is that dude, like, he don't give a damn. He just goofy. And Randy Orton is so serious. Like, it's kind of like they're remixing what Matt had with Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
Think
That's
about
all
it. Pete Dunne was serious, and Matt Riddle could break Pete Dunne. Like, he can make Pete smile. Like, he can break him at times. Pete Dunne, like, I can't even be mad right now. And Randy Orton the same way. Like,
I feel you. I also feel like it works because it's Randy Orton. Randy Orton has put in 20 years into this business.
But you also gotta keep in mind too, Randy Orton is starting to be more Randy Orton is starting to show more emotions. Like, y'all remember what he did to the Singh brothers?
Okay, but hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying? Because you're playing right into what I'm saying. Randy Orton is moving into a big brother role to Matt Riddle. You know, Randy Orton doesn't really mind putting people over. Randy Orton is a company man through and through, but he's so good at what he does. The company doesn't try to do him dirty. You feel what I'm saying?
right.
I think that Randy Orton is in his big brother role to Matt Riddle, and it works. It's a pop. People love it. I don't see why we should kill it, because Randy Orton spent 19 years as a solo act.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He spent 19 years solo act. He's had what? 14 main event title reigns.
He's one behind Cena.
No, he's not one behind Cena.
Cena won it 15 times.
I thought Cena was tied with Rick.
No, he hasn't tied him yet. He's still at 15.
Oh, I thought he tied him already.
No, because remember he had to be
people that beat Roman Reigns for that title to get that. I remember now.
It was either Roman or AJ he had to beat.
That feud was kind of whack too.
Yeah,
but anyway,
Cena's still at 15.
Okay, right. All right. So cool. Bet. So Randy Orton has been, and I don't think Randy Orton is tripping over Ric Flair's what's it called? Record. I don't think he's tripping on it. He's never expressed that's a major issue a major thing for him. Not that I've noticed. So I feel like Randy Orton and RK Bro are going to retain this.
You know what, Jeffrey? Let me correct myself. I don't know shit about WWE. You are right. He is Tyler Flair. I just know
not tripping.
I just know that Randy is one below Cena. That's all I knew.
Okay, so I'm not tripping then. I'm not tripping.
That's me. That's my fault.
All right. So, but even still, I don't think Randy cares. I don't think Randy is tripping over that as much as Cena is. So I feel that RK Bro is going to retain, but I don't think they're going to make it to the next review. As tag team champions. I don't think RK Bro is going to make it out of 2022.
I can see that.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna turn into like heel turns or somebody turn on each other, but I don't think it's gonna make it past 2022. I think you're right. I think it's run its course. It was a great fun time. for the year, but I think it's time for it to stop. But I just don't know what's going to happen after that.
Right.
Do I have to say the next match?
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn. No, wait. Johnny Knoxville.
It depends on the stipulations.
You know, all Mania matches are no DQ.
Well, Johnny Knoxville has got some tricks up his sleeve.
Steve-O won't come out. Wee Man.
Wee Man's probably going to grab his ankles. Next thing you know, Hornswoggle is going to pop up out of nowhere. Who knows? But I feel that Johnny Knoxville is going to win this match.
Of course he is.
Johnny's winning this match because it's a non-title match.
But remember, this was going to be for the title until they changed it.
I bet they did. Because they want Johnny to win, but they don't want him to take that title home. Johnny's winning this match.
Wait a minute, hold on. Sami Zayn, IC champion?
He was. He lost to Ricochet.
Yeah, I said, wait a minute. When did he get a belt?
He was, yeah. You know what? I forgot he did lose to Ricochet. I forgot about that. That was a couple weeks ago, matter of fact.
Yeah, Ricochet
weeks ago.
And Ricochet is on a losing streak.
Yeah, I'm off right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I still think Johnny Knoxville is going to win this match. Just off the strength of it's Johnny Knoxville, but I think Johnny Knoxville he might get hit. He might get a couple licks on him. I know he's gonna get a couple chest slaps. That I know. He might get a couple chest slaps.
He gonna get a mean Kaluga kick. I know that.
Yeah, he might get a haluva kick. But I think I think that kick's gonna happen after Sandy loses.
What the fuck? How the fuck did he get up here?
I got people.
I just saw this interrupting y'all. I just looked to my right, and there's a big ass frog climbing on this window. And I'm on the second floor right now.
He a country nigga. He from the country.
Frogs can climb. What color's the frog?
I think I got brown frogs up here.
But yo, what's the next match, Mark?
Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory.
Austin Theory. Cause that's Vince McMahon Golden Boy right now. It's not. I say Austin Theory is Vince McMahon Golden Boy only until Austin Theory pisses off Vince McMahon.
I say also Austin Theory.
Okay.
I don't know, man. Drew might be winning this match. They just gave him a big push just now. They just gave him a mean push at the end of SmackDown. All right. I don't like that. I like it, but I don't like it.
Like, damn, I might be wrong.
I don't like what I'm looking at. The Hall of Fame is on next. It's 10 o'clock already. God. All right. So I feel that Pat McAfee is going to lose because Austin Theory is an actual wrestler and Pat is not. But I do not think he's going to lose before he gets his WrestleMania moment. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
So I think they're going to try to force something to happen for it to be special, and it's going to end up being a trash match. I could be wrong, because Pat McAfee has shown in the past that he can play with the big boys. Because that War Games was a little brutal. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. Right now, I got Austin Theory.
Okay, where we at next, verse?
The quadruple women's tag team
match.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Y'all talk about that?
Yeah, we already talked about that.
No, do we have to talk about it?
We didn't. I mean, we did a slight prediction on it, but we can just reiterate I'll reiterate my prediction. I feel like
you can speak on my behalf.
All right. I don't know if I'm speaking on your behalf or not, but only the way I see this is there's 4 teams in there. That's cool. That's all fine. But I feel like it's either going to be Sasha and Naomi or it's going to be Liv and Rhea. Why? Because they're the 2 faces and the other 2 people are heels, and they just came off being champions. So and no one wants to see Natalya and Shayna become champion. I just don't. and no one wants to see Carmella and Zelina retain it. We just don't. So I think that the biggest pop is going to come from. Honestly, I think the biggest pop is probably going to come from Rhea and Liv. But I think a similar pop, if not close to, will be Sasha and Naomi winning this.
Yeah.
And the reason I say Rhea and Liv is because Liv has yet to get a title, and Rhea, everybody loves Rhea. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves Rhea, and it's cute to see them two together. And they got spunk, or what do you want to call it? I think that's cool. So it's between the two. I'm leaning towards Liv, and I'm leaning towards the blonde girl, honestly.
I'll second that. I'll give you Liv and Rhea. I'll second that. What we got next, Bryce?
Edge versus AJ.
Now,
just give me a heads up. AJ came out and said that he did not re-sign with WWE. All he did was sign an extension to his contract.
Who?
AJ.
Okay. You know how long the extension is?
I would have to send you the link to the video where they talked about it, but whatever contract that he had, which I think was a 4-year contract, it would have been over by now, but he just signed an extension because, I'm 45, body breaking down, that kind of went in my career here in WWE type shit.
So pretty much he probably signed an extra 3-4 deal. And yeah, I'm out of this bitch.
Yeah.
It's probably a 2-year extension.
This might be his last Mania, the way that he's making it sound.
This might be his last match. Because he like, yo. Because look what Adam Cole did. He signed like 2 days extension.
He signed a 2-week extension. And then he said, I'm gone.
I'm out. I want to say Edge just off the strip because I heard them say he getting the stable. So I think Edge may win.
All right. Sorry, I got distracted. What was I about to say? I think Edge and I don't like this match. Not one bit, to be honest with you. The build-up was dirt because there was no back and forth. It's just Edge acting like Purple Brood the whole time, acting like all of a sudden he's he's pure evil. And he's been talking trash to AJ for weeks, and AJ has not responded until this past Raw. Like I don't understand why you haven't even spoken. He's attacked you more than once.
He was trying to sell the injury.
Trying to sell the what?
The injury. The Jericho. He was trying to sell that.
I said what I said. AJ ain't said nothing until Raw, right? It's like, oh, you want the Bulldog Edge? Oh, I'm gonna bring it to you, rah rah rah. Whatever you say, I'm like, bro, the last 2 couple matches you did, you showed no bite. It was like you're not. I don't think Edge is feeling this. Based off his actions, I don't think AJ is feeling this that much. Because his actions over the last month or so have not proven that he wants to be in this match. Edge is doing what Edge does, being a great promo guy. But AJ hasn't really been responding or hasn't been doing anything, and his matches still look like his matches.
But see, to go back to the what you said about AJ's body being broke down, he's 45. I think AJ like, yo, I can't do this anymore. Like he probably like, bro, it's kind of like we've all done it where we want to do something, we get up and get there, like, I don't want to do this now. I done got up, got dressed, got on the road to get ready to go. Like these, like, man, I don't want to do this. I think that AJ right now, like in his mind, the 4-year contract was dope. Before the 4 years blew by so fast, and now like, yo, I can't do this no more. I'm hurting. That's just me. I could be wrong.
That I hear you and I get it. I just personally don't think that's it. I just don't think he's feeling this. But I mean, it goes with what you're saying. I think he's tired. He might be tired. AJ's been ever since the old Moss tag team situation, and even before then, AJ's kind of been sliding to the back lately. I think AJ might be done. But this I feel like this match is going to be a bust.
Right.
I think it's going to be a bust. I don't know who's going to win it. I think as far as legacy goes, I don't think it's going to hurt Edge's legacy per se, because he's just trying to get AJ to be a ruthless dog. But I don't know if AJ is going to put forth the effort to do so, and I feel like this whole match is going to be a bust.
You right. I agree.
And that's how I feel. I don't know who's winning that. I really don't. It seemed like Edge's going to win because all the energy he's putting into these promos, but AJ ain't been wrestling. He ain't been fighting nobody. And AJ's matches have been stale. So
yeah, I agree.
This isn't a WrestleMania match for me. It really isn't. I feel like this is a straight up bi-weekly episode.
All right.
What we
Now
got
leave
next?
the main event.
To the what? The main event?
Yeah, the main event.
All right. Brock versus Roman.
Yep.
Like I said in the beginning, I'll go first. In one way, I want to say that Roman is going to win. But me being me, I want to say Brock may win. It's like, but if Brock, my thing is if Roman wins, who can beat him? Because Drew lost to him, Goldberg lost to him, Seth lost to him. It's like you can't feed the same person back to him again. Like, it's like, do you have Braun Breaker come in and beat him? Like,
I was just thinking about Braun Breaker too.
It's like, but do you want to give Braun Breaker that kind of rub on his first night? Like
better
his
than what
first
they, better than what they
feud?
did for Killing for Cross.
He ain't told a lie.
And Cross had a bigger setup at the time.
This is tough because I don't know where Brock's at right now. And it's like, because I know WWE is trying really hard to get Roman versus The Rock, but you're not getting that match. It's impossible. The Rock had to take off of movies for like a year for this to even possibly happen. Because he got so many movies. And it's like the Hollywood not gonna want to risk The Rock getting injured.
All right, so here's the thing about that. The Rock being injured does not affect him making movies. The Rock has a stunt double who looks just like him. A lot of the stuff you see, The Rock's not doing.
No, I understand that, but unless they doing straight, I mean, let's say The Rock breaks his leg or something. You know what I mean? He got to push that movie back.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Because all they're going to do is this is Hollywood. All they're going to do is do all the scenes where they don't need his leg show. And then they come back to the leg shots later. Hollywood movies are not made straight like you see them in the movies. A lot of times I'm just saying they'll do the ending first. You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
So I feel like that's not gonna hurt them. It's not gonna hurt him as far as the movies go. Even though I understand completely where you're coming from, I don't think it's gonna mess with him.
I see where you're coming from. I feel you.
Keep going up. Keep going unless you're done.
I feel like it's like I still don't ever think we ever gonna get The Rock versus Roman. It's a great match. I would love to see it, but right now it's like The Rock. Oh, it's like you got to get that match like The Rock got to come back, win the Royal Rumble, and then I don't want to see the Roman with a title for another year. Like, dog, what record are you beating now? What record are you setting? What record are you beating? It's like if Brock can't beat you, who gonna beat you? Then after Rock can't beat you, then you didn't beat everybody. Then who beat you?
Well, I mean, you have a point. I feel however, I mean, at the same time, at any given moment, somebody could step up. Seth Rollins has been beaten and then beat the same people for titles and championships. People have gone back and forth. The Rock, for instance, has beaten people, gotten a title, and got beat by the same people in a rematch. And then he comes back and beat those same people for the title again. Like, it doesn't matter. See, the notion that once he beat him, who else gonna beat him? There's plenty of people who can beat him. There's plenty of people that you can build up in a storyline to make them all of a sudden stronger than they once were. Oh, you thought that was a game last time, but I got something for you this time. If they didn't do that, WWE wouldn't have lasted for the last 50, 60 years, 50 years or so. You see what I'm saying? Like, Ric Flair didn't get 16 championships off of 16 different people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, so the notion that even with the situation with Braun Strowman when he was there, oh, he's too strong. He beating everybody. Who can beat him? Oh, he found somebody. They found somebody.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying,
like that somebody.
What I'm just saying is, it's the revolving door thing. Like, now I talked to Drew, even he agreed. Like I said, unless Braun Breaker beat, I said somebody that beats. I related to this. When Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker, like, they should have let a younger guy beat him. Brock didn't need that world. Now, if a Bray would have beat him, then that would have set him to the moon. But I think Braun Breaker should beat Roman because it'll give him the ultimate rub. Like, yo, you beat the big dog. Literally, you beat the head of the table. You beat the guy. Now, whatever happens after this, you're solidified. You go to the title for 6 months and lose. Like, I beat the man who it took. Nobody could beat him, and I finally beat him. None of y'all did it. I did it. So it's like, all right, he ain't got to do nothing else after that. I wouldn't job him out, but I would say, all right, he got the job done.
Who, Braun? See, the thing, all right. So the thing about Braun Breaker, just to use this as a hypothetical, let's say Braun Breaker comes in. Let's say Roman Reigns wins, right? Hypothetically speaking. But Braun Breaker showed up and tried to interrupt the match, but did not affect the overall winner, right? Let's say he attacked Roman. All right. Now now that Brock is on the back burner, because Brock is the only one that has a part-time gig. So him not having the title means that he can go back to whatever he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though everybody loves Brock right now, Brock is actually baby face. He can go back to what he was doing.
Being a lumberjack.
Braun, huh?
He said being a lumberjack.
And a butcher. Literally a butcher.
Braun Breaker coming in, starting a feud with Roman. Like if he messed with Roman that one night, Roman pulls up. Hey, they say Brock pulled up and I smashed him again. We the ones. And then Brock and they said, well, who was this young boy coming out here? What is this that, like, start doing this jaw jacket to Braun Breaker. Then Braun Breaker comes out. And they have the jaw jacket. They can set that up for the next pay-per-view, and Roman could lose it at the next pay-per-view. That and Braun, and you got one of two ways. Either Roman goes to the back of the line, which would mess up the whole bloodline situation temporarily, because if the Usos lose their titles, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you're back to square one with no titles. You gotta build back up. or Roman comes back around and gets his title back from Braun Breaker. Doesn't mean Braun Breaker has to go to catering. It doesn't mean he has to be a jobber. That just means he got to go back to the back of the line and continue to prove that he deserves to be where he was at. KO, if I remember correctly, came in, got that title, right?
Yeah.
He lost the title, but he never got sent to catering. He was too much for that. You know what I'm saying?
Touche.
So, I mean, there's ways that this can be done. It really is a matter of who's going to run the show. Who's going to run the show from the front, from Gorilla. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to play it smart and you got to appeal to what the fans want.
Right.
If you don't, you're going to have a sour WrestleMania.
So who we going with? Roman or Brock? Man, finally
I'm going to go with Roman.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll go with Roman.
Brock's contract is up in like 6 weeks. I'm going with Roman.
That motherfucking contract gonna be up in 6 hours after he get done wrestling.
You ain't lying. On my way back to Saskatchewan. You know what I'm saying?
6 hours. It's gonna be done 6 seconds after that match is over. It's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 5 works. He walking up the ramp. That contract over. So
Vince, make sure my money's my check is in the mail.
He looking at the bank account right now. He's the all right, man. I'm gonna get about his man.
I promise you, as soon as that match over, he gonna go wrap the Vince.
He gonna be at the Grove Sisters.
Not the Grove Sisters.
You're gonna give me my money. I see y'all whenever.
You know, hit him with that Chris Rock. Where is my money?
It's a $500,000 check right quick. You know what I'm saying? Like
that dude Vince. Yo, I started my new job today, and I swear to goodness, man, your cash by the night. Cash in your hand. But yo, let's close out. What y'all got? Final argument.
I was not expecting FCR to win today. I think that's the most shocking thing that's come out of today's news. Mania season doesn't feel like Mania season to me no more. I'm not none of the matches I'm just sorry, but I'm not looking forward to any of the matches. And I do hope everybody stays safe, nobody gets hurt, no injuries, no nothing like that. And just hopefully it is what it is at the end of the day.
I agree, 100%. Hope nobody gets injured, because that's been going around like a plague lately. I hope nobody gets injured, and I also nothing really about this WrestleMania appeals to me, other than the fact that it's WrestleMania. I will say I'm excited to see some of the title changes that I feel that will occur. I think it'll be good for some wrestlers to actually get a title around their belt. Around their waist, excuse me. I think it'll be good for some folks. I hope they don't screw people over that deserve the belt.
Somebody gonna get screwed. Somebody's
gonna get screwed, but I hope that it doesn't go that way. But overall, just off face value, this WrestleMania out of 10 is a 5. Okay. I'll go 6. I'll go 6. I'll go 6 because I felt like the feud leading up to Brock and Roman has been really good, in my opinion. They've been jaw-jacking crazy. And then for Roman to beat the bricks off of Brock with the chair at Madison Square Garden and then lay him out on the steps, that's some good gas. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that match is going to be a big one. But I also feel like that's going to be the biggest thing. The biggest pop is going to be Stone Cold coming to the KO show.
Touche.
But I don't see it looking good. At the end of the day, I don't think it's going to be a good look. I don't think it's going to end the way we want it to. And I think it's going to be low-key trash.
All right. I feel the same way y'all feel. Like it doesn't feel like WrestleMania. I think it's a 2-night thing, but we'll talk about that next week. But
It is a 2-night thing, yeah.
So nothing's
I don't think
nothing.
y'all, to me personally, y'all don't even think it's 2 nights. It's just it doesn't feel. I just hate that there's only one story being told.
What do you mean by one story being told?
The main story, that Brock and Roman. I feel that if all the other stories were on that level, I would care. But this is the main story of WWE right now. Like, this is the main focus of what they're going for.
And you wish that there was more stories?
Yeah, I would not there was more stories. I wish more attention and build got the same appreciation as this one.
They're not. I hear you. I hear you. I don't feel like they're putting forth the effort.
Like Ronda and Charlotte with good storytelling, it could be on that level.
Yeah.
Bianca and Becky, they have
a decent little thing going.
Stuff, it just doesn't feel like they care about it compared to Roman and Brock.
I agree.
Oh,
listen. Go ahead.
As always, y'all, this has been another episode of Beer with the Boys. I'm your host. I'm your captain speaking, the enforcer, my boy the Butcher. And like always, thank y'all for tuning in. Comment, like, subscribe, share the video with your friends.
Be sure to leave a happy birthday comment for Mr. Jeffrey today.
Leave him a birthday comment. And that's how we doing it. We see y'all next time.